Okay, so would you say that there is some type of feminist aspect involved with your organization? Not to the extreme, but also like the belief that women should be upheld to a bigger standard?
Absolutely, because the women that attend National Association for Professional Women, they come from all aspects of life. But as we get together, the one common thing that we have is the fact that each one of us struggle to try and demonstrate on a daily basis our worth. And, we are up against, people in our professions who are males, who, regardless of where they come and how they walk through life, men, because they are much louder, will actually get more attention than women. And they commonly will demand the attention. So women have to struggle to be able to make sure that they're just as great attention getters as the male. Not that I'm trying to say anything against males, because they have every right as well. But women, for many years, were always considered, okay, the man makes the money, the woman stays at home. But life has changed. Women now make the money and the men stay at home. And so how do we make sure that, within each one of our industries, no matter what walk of life that we're going down, that we, demand attention the same way as men do?
Right, exactly. And sorry to go back to what we just talked about. What would you say that is your way of networking and getting your word out there?
Yeah, so we use social media. Unfortunately, we'd like to be able to use LinkedIn like what I was telling you earlier, but some of the things our organization do is we have our own Facebook, so that way people can go out and put their ads, anything that women want to be able to do, to friend someone, to add someone to the list and get them to follow the organization, we will do that as well. NAPW itself has their own website. There's different avenues that people can take. We do webinars. There's just different things that we can try and do. Social media, we go to different social events. We try to get involved in charities. We try to, help our community out, and at the same time help each other out. Because the whole reason why we come together at NAPW is to learn from each other and network.
Right. And could you, elaborate more on like the networking and bringing together? Like, do you think that it brings women up, like not just in a business standpoint or professional, but also just in like an individual?
Yeah, in fact, we have a lot of fun. So it's not always about, okay, what are we going to learn? What we do, we will actually go out and like a couple Wednesdays ago, we decided to get together for a happy hour. And it's not because everybody wants to just go there and have a drink, but it's to actually get to know each other outside of a formal setting. Sometimes we do a weekend getaway for the women that are in NAPW. So while we're supporting our community and doing charity events, networking today is so important to each and every one of us, because trying to find a job, trying to get a job, trying to sell whatever you have, trying to find people in this world, the key is to be able to know enough people and to network with the right people. Even though somebody might have come up with a great product and you want to sell it, how are you going to get that out? One, you got to use social media, but two, how do you get friends to go out and tell 20 other friends, and then, tell another 20 friends? So the more you can network, the more you can Twitter, the more you can tweet your message, which we do a lot, just within our Facebook, we try and just send out messages, and we try to do that. Unfortunately, NAPW right now doesn't allow for single chapters to actually create their own chapter within LinkedIn. We do have one nationally, And so we're trying to even change that. But that's what getting a bunch of women together all about, is making change.
So what would you say to the people who really don't believe in what you guys are trying to achieve, or, think that it should stay the way that it is with, the glass ceiling and women not being in high-ranking positions?
Yeah, so that's been said to us before, and, our motto is watch us. I'll give you myself as an example. I'm only the president for the City of Centennial chapter. I'm an officer within a major organization, Oppenheimer funds, mutual funds. You think about mutual funds, stocks, that type of market is generally ran by men. Wall Street, you think of things like that. I have been in my position for many years, but it's not because, I just was given this job, handed to me. I worked very hard. I had to be there. I had to demonstrate, just like we do all the time within NAPW. If you give us time, we'll show you. So watch out, because people, NAPW, women are rising, and we're no longer becoming, or are the minority, we're becoming the majority. So one day we'll be in office.
Well, that's really cool that you get to bring people together and watch the process going on around you, because, like you said, women like Oprah have already started this movement for women to be more empowered, and it's really cool that you guys can also help with that process.
Absolutely, because earlier I was telling you, she's the one who drove, my thought process, because when you look at her, she's so down to earth. She talks about everyday problems that we all have, but she cares so much about people, and she tries to help no matter what, through her magazines, through her production company. It's all for Oprah about helping and giving back to people, and she networks like crazy, and she talks about how important it is to network. And so when I think about that, she's the one who drove me to actually join, NAPW. I knew I wanted to get together with other women who are like-minded, that could help me with things. We all have problems. We all want to have, think that maybe we could solve them on our own. But when you hear other people talk, and you hear about, their walk through life, and you realize that you're not alone, it's amazing how much you can help each other.
So one last question. If you could guess what's going to happen next with NAPW in your personal chapter, what are you guys trying to strive for?
Yeah, we are trying to strive to help women be their very best, and to network, and to actually grow the organization even more, and to reach out to people who may not feel that they have an avenue to be able to go to. NAPW is free. That's the beautiful thing. You have to put the work into it to actually show up and volunteer yourself and commit yourself to going. But the amount of information you receive, the people that you meet, are outstanding. I see the NAPW continuing to help all of the communities regardless, because we are nationwide. I see that pretty soon there's going to be an NAPM, which would be the National Association for Professional Men, because maybe they've decided that they want to have their own chapters. And so I see the influence that we have within our community, and I can guarantee you, I have men who actually will come and meet with us because they want to be a part of it. So I don't know that it will be NAPW anymore. It might be just NAP, people. I don't know.
Right.
That's what I see happening.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.